Hello, this is Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our market analysis for Thursday, July 14th. In each of our videos, we try to come up with high probability trading setups. We'll look at the gold chart and see if there's any leading sentiment. We'll come up with the inside bar and a low volatility watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see what can affect our open and potential trades. As always, please send your feedback and comments to analysis@fxcast.com. Let's go to the charts. As always, we are starting off with the gold chart. The first thing we should definitely notice on the gold chart is that we are closing at a new high. So we've been talking about when were we going to test this swing high. We had some failures here. You almost have inverted head and shoulders going on here. Here's a shoulder, there's a head, here's a shoulder, or a weird looking W pattern, however you want to look at it. The most important thing is we are closing as it is right now. There's still more time in the day at a new high. And we can see that the volume is increasing. Now, what could this be? What have we been talking about? Bernanke spoke. He talked about potentially weakening the dollar more with another round of quantitative easing, and thus people sought safety in gold, and gold has taken up. When you look at this, it almost makes you think that did somebody know something the way that gold has really taken off, and before the announcement today. We can see obviously over here as we switch to our hourly that we are overbought with our market profile, and certainly after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days up, that's going to be the case. But the good thing about this move up is it is with volume, and when we get to our currency pairs, you'll see we don't have volume, but we still see, for the most part, parity with our moving averages on the volume. So for this, because we're overbought, because it looks like we may be forming a volume resistance, I may, the safe play here is to either start looking for a short or wait for a pullback to go in with the continuation. So we have a strong goal. What does that mean to the dollar? Well, we can see that on our hourly that the pound has taken control. And let's come back over here. And what did we talk about yesterday? How the buyers came in, brought it right back up. We tested our channel, and not only did we test this channel, we took it all out in one day, and we're closing above it. So now we have to start thinking about whether or not we're going to go back up and test the 50, test our uptrend line. That we have to start thinking about that because we're left this auction area and we moved higher. Now we can see that we still have some selling volume in control here, and this huge move up is still on light volume. So we have to be cognizant of that. But the most important thing is, again, going back, strong gold, weak dollar, gold, the dollar is now underneath our pound. So the pound is showing strength, even though it's not a lot of strength, but at least it has now fractionally made its way back above zero. So where that puts us is we are above our long-term moving average. We are in a selling zone area with the pound taking control, which will allow for this to move higher. So there is a potential for a reversal play here. I think I'm going to sit on hands on a moment and see what happens in the next day. Will this 200 moving average hold up as support? Will this continuation move higher? And right now, with the dollar not in control and the pound in control, we should see this continue to move higher. Let's check that with the euro now, and we're seeing the same thing. We came down and tested the 200 moving average, and now we've come right back up. When we look at that on our hourly time frame, we can see this push higher from the buy zone all the way back up. Now we're still not at our long-term moving average, but we are getting back to parity into a neutral zone. And right here we can see the euro taking control, but this one is not above zero. So it's going to be interesting about whether or not we have the strength to keep moving higher, even though the euro has taken control. finally we have the dollar franc, and this is going to be the opposite. Now we've been watching this range here on the daily, been watching this range, and now we're pushing lower. Why? Because the dollar lost control yesterday, and it continued throughout the day. And again, the announcement from Bernanke about the potential of more easing and weakening of the dollar has caused this to move lower and caused the franc to continue to take control. Now, tomorrow we have Italy voting on its austerity cuts, so that could affect the euro. We'll have to wait and see until the announcement. As we go to our low volatility watch list and our inside bar watch list, we do have a candidate. We have the euro yen, and lo and behold, the euro yen is also an inside bar candidate. So we're really going to watch both on the 1 hour and the daily time frames, the high and the low, and see if we're going to get a breakout. Let's go to the economic calendar. As we look at the economic calendar for Thursday, we see a couple things. We got inflation data for Italy. Also, keep in mind, I believe Italy is voting on its austerity package, and so that certainly can impact the market. We also have inflation data here for the European Union. PPI is inflation data for the States. Retail sales talks about the consumer and whether or not they're spending money. Jobless claims can move the market one way or the other. But what's interesting to me is going to be the business inventories for the states, and Bernanke speaking again. He spoke today, so I'm not actually sure if this is correct. But his speaking today is what moved the market, so it can certainly happen again. And then down here at the bottom, we have Japan and their monetary policy. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.